Lorenzo Musetti vs Carlos Alcaraz, French Open 2025 Semifinals Preview. On June 6, 2025, the court Philippe Chatrier shall be alive with a spectacle as Italian Lorenzo Musetti battles it out against Carlos Alcaraz, French Open title holder, in the semifinals that have kept the audience and the bettors on tenterhooks. The 23-year-old Musetti, enamored with recent clay court feat, is against the 22-year-old Spaniard, with his explosive game and championship lineage marking him as a juggernaut. With 1.164 for Alcaraz and 6.0 for Musetti, at the betting windows, this is one clash between art and raw power. X is buzzing with hype and it's all about Musetti's sleek backhand magic versus Alcaraz's unstoppable aura. Now, here is the hard-hitting guide on player form, key news, and betting insight for this Roland Garros thriller. Italian Lorenzo Musetti, form and statistics. Italian Musetti, currently at number 7, with his one-handed dreary backhand and tactical brilliance, has dominated clay court battles. Musetti had a 22-7 record in 2025, including an astounding 19-4 on clay courts. The fact that Musetti has bagged less than 2 sets in his first semi-final of the French Open has brought an electric charge in the atmosphere. A 6-2, 4-6, 7-5, 6-2 quarter-final win over Francis Tiafoe with 38 winners and 15 unforced errors in which 9 breakpoints came in with 5 conversions essentially demonstrated Musetti's sprint then slide type coverage. Musetti's 2025 clay stats are some of the best: 80% service game wins, 34.2% return game wins, and 41.8% breakpoint conversion, 81-194, ranking 4th on tour. Following Tiafoe, Musetti stated, "This court feels like home after the Olympics. I'm ready for the big stage." His clay season featured a Monte Carlo final loss to Alcaraz, 3-6, 6-1, 6-0, semis in Madrid and Rome, but an injury in Monte Carlo blocked him. The fans rave about his silky smooth style, calling one post describing his backhand as a work of art, while some others say his one-handed backhand could prove to be a disadvantage against Alcaraz's heavy topspin. Spanish Carlos Alcaraz, form and statistics. Carlos Alcaraz, ranked world number 2 Spaniard, is the 4-time Grand Slam champion, 2022 US Open, 2023 Wimbledon, 2024 French Open, 2025 Australian Open, and the defending Roland Garros king. He possesses an explosive forehand, great speed, and mental fortitude that ensure him dominance on clay. Alcaraz almost had an unblemished 2025 clay season at 15-1, winning titles in Monte Carlo and Rome. At Roland Garros, his only set loss ever was against Tommy Paul in the quarters, 6-0, 6-1, 6-4, where he amassed 30 winners, 10 unforced errors, and converted 4 of 6 breakpoints in only 94 minutes. His clay stats speak volumes: 45.3% on breakpoint conversion, 63-139, 9th on tour, and 26-2 record in the last 12 months. After the Paul victory, Alcaraz said to TNT Sports, "I'm playing at a really high level. This is the best clay court in the world." X posts pay tribute to his legendary aura, one user saying, "Carlos is a beast, but Musetti has that clay magic." Winning in Rome over Sinner, 6-7, 6-1, is evidence that it's still that deep clutch factor, but a brief distraction against Fabian Marizan shows that they did raise a few eyebrows. According to Fox Sports, Alcaraz is favored outright at 1.164 in the tournament. Lorenzo Musetti vs Carlos Alcaraz head-to-head statistics. Alcaraz has a 5-1 record over Musetti, winning 5 straight meetings, including 2 finals on clay in 2025 in Monte Carlo, 3-6, 6-1, 6-0, and Rome, 6-3, 7-6. Musetti won once on clay against Alcaraz in the final of the 2022 Hamburg Open and showed that he is able to contend with Alcaraz on the surface. Musetti, commenting on Alcaraz during Monte Carlo, said, "You feel his aura on court, he's already a legend." Alcaraz, after Monte Carlo, then said to Musetti, "Your first Masters 1000 final, it won't be your last." X-Posts presents 2 different opinions. Lorenzo's 1-5H2H is rough, but that Hamburg win shows he's got a shot on clay. The other said, Alcaraz's topspin will eat that backhand alive. With Musetti showing good form on clay and feeling comfortable on Chatrier, this could somehow be closer than what the head-to-head stats say. Lorenzo Musetti vs Carlos Alcaraz betting tips and odds. Alcaraz's 15-1 clay record in 2025, with 2 Masters 1000 titles, makes him a heavy favorite. Musetti's 41.8% breakpoint conversion rate, 4th on tour, gives him a chance to steal games. Alcaraz's 5-1 record over Musetti, including 2 clay wins in 2025, signals his edge. Musetti's last 2 Roland Garros matches went over 34.5 games, suggesting a grind against Alcaraz. Musetti's 19-4 clay record and Olympic bronze on Chatria show he thrives in Paris. Lorenzo Musetti vs Carlos Alcaraz match prediction. This is a style clash in the semi-final of the French Open as Musetti's finesse faces Alcaraz's might. Musetti's clay court artistry and a 19-4 record make him somewhat of an underdog, but Alcaraz's 15-1 clay record and 5-1 head-to-head advantage are intimidating. The electric atmosphere has Musetti's fans handing him the title of clay magic, while others have designated Alcaraz as unstoppable. The post-Tiafo Musetti, with a promising confidence of "I'm ready for the big stage," collides with Alcaraz's equally confident "I'm playing my best tennis here." Heavy topspin from Alcaraz should punish Musetti's one-handed backhand, yet the Italian strategic variety could stretch this one. Carlos Alcaraz to win in 4 sets. 4 bettors, over 33.5 games at 1.92, is the way to go, as Musetti looks set to resist and make this a competitive contest. Main wager on Alcaraz minus 6.5 games handicap, 1.792, because he has the potential for a blowout, just like against Paul. Stats Insider and Dimas peg Alcaraz at $1.14 with an 81% win probability, a prediction in line with ours, but they believe the win is straight sets. Our handicap bet provides better value by investing in Alcaraz's dominance yet giving him a run for his money.